Ready for more Season 5 events? This weekend, aboard the Concha Del Mar, it's dime time, where sharing is caring. Rack up those assists and rake in the rewards. City dwellers, listen up, because the Adidas Basketball Open Run is back. Earn a win on all 4 courts and you'll earn 10,000 VC, exclusive MyPlayer items, and free skill boosts. Let's look forward to next weekend. The Concha Del Mar hosts Deck Party. All games played on Deck 15 will earn double XP. Meanwhile, the city celebrates the 90s. If your MyPlayer is a 90 overall or above, this is the event for you. That's it for me. Now hit the courts and get to level 40.
Welcome to a new episode of NBA 2K TV.
Well, the qualifying game days are over, but our 64 roster spots are filled for the My Team Unlimited tournaments.
The tournaments are going down this weekend, March 5th and 6th, and I'll be there to watch all of the action go down. At the end of the weekend, we'll have 4 finalists. That's 2 for last gen and 2 for current gen, with each championship awarding $250,000.
That's a total of $500,000 on the line, but the craziest thing is, some of the qualifiers might be able to win both tournaments.
And we've been catching up with the contenders as they qualify, and we have a few of them for you this episode. And first up, we've got Cash Mr. Money.
With a name like that, he has a shot at winning.
My name is Cash Mr. Money 71, and I have qualified for the My Team Unlimited tournament on both gens. My first reaction when I qualified, both times I just started screaming, because when you put in that time for 4 straight hours and you're just going, you're blocking everything out. And then once I realized that I was in the top 4 each time, I just let out a big yell, big scream. I didn't qualify last 2K. So it was huge for me to finally get over that hump. If I won on both gens, I feel like it would completely change my life. What I would do if I won either or both, it's supposed to be a secret, but I would actually probably pay off my parents' mortgage. The next thing I would do is help my mom start her business. She's had a dream of a business for a long time as a chef, and she's trying to get it off the ground, and I would go ahead and help her the best way I could with that. For the qualifiers, the MVP in my lineup was definitely Giannis, because when I was playing on last gen in this past qualifier, I was actually down 3 in a game with about 13 seconds left, and Giannis hit a 3 from about the logo that sent it into overtime. So he's probably my MVP for the qualifiers. My strategy going into the tournament, it's about countering. So you have to see what they're doing and try to counter with the best thing that you can. I'm pretty good at making adjustments. I'm hoping that making the My Team Unlimited tournament would help grow my streaming, my Twitch. I've been trying to get into that space and just trying to grow my following on Twitch. So.
Remember, you can watch the tournament action live on the 2K Streamcast in-game or on the official NBA 2K Twitch channel.
Now, I'm sure some of the contenders will be jumping into Season 5 to pick up some sweet cards for that game day. But let's say you're not tournament bound. You won't want to miss what Season 5 Power Within is bringing to My Team.
Welcome to Season 5 in My Team, Power Within. There is so much going on this season, but let's start with the sharpshooting level 40 reward card, Dark Matter Ray Allen. That's right, for the first time in NBA 2K22, the level 40 reward card in My Team is a Dark Matter. Also new this season is dynamic ratings. There's a new league set available and a new domination tier. Let's start with the cards. Think of heat check, but with permanent changes. So when your favorite player goes off in the real NBA, their dynamic ratings card will be boosted forever in My Team. Over 400 new cards are available, and that means 2 more Dark Matter cards are unlocked in the collector level. Dark Matters are showing up everywhere in My Team. Moving on to domination, the new dynamic ratings tier puts you up against the dynamic ratings cards for each NBA team. And trust me, the grind is going to be worth it because the Galaxy Opal Paul Millsap card is no joke. There's also going to be historic coach cards that'll be available in packs and can be listed in the auction house. Leading the way is 5-time NBA champion Galaxy Opal Greg Popovich. Lastly, make sure you're following the mode on Twitter at NBA2K_MyTeam. NBA 75 collection rewards will be chosen by you, the community, by voting on Dark Matter players that didn't make the NBA 75 list from each era. Didn't I tell you that Dark Matters are everywhere in My Team? Voting will take place every Wednesday and Thursday, with cards being released every Tuesday. This is an action-packed season in My Team, so get out there and unleash the power within.
I know a lot of competitive players in the My Team community, so I'll definitely be studying their game.
I still need to stay locked in.
My goal is just to get the best team possible.
But I'm really preparing, and I think it's going to pay dividends.
This is Peja, known as Like a Book Kid. So I qualified on both gens. First qualification day, I was ready. I wasn't expecting to lose. It was just going in there, trying to get the best score I can, get as many people out as fast as I can. And I did what I had to do on qualification day. I couldn't believe it. I was so happy that I had to get another chance into it. Because I knew last year I didn't make it. This year I had to make it up for myself. So I made the first tournament, and I knew I had to make the second because 2 chances at $250,000 is way better than 1. Game day 4, I started Jalen Rose, had Klay Thompson at the shooting guard, had LeBron James at the small forward, and I had Kevin Durant at the power forward, and my starting center was Anthony Davis. I really liked that lineup because I like to get a lot of threes, fast dunks, defense. The team could do it all. I watched almost all the My Team players play. I feel like I match up against all of them very good with my tactics. I feel like I'm the best, and then no one can compete with me. The brackets are I don't know if they're finalized or not, but I feel like I would be playing Ty first round, and I feel like that's a good matchup because you like to take the head off the snake early. Yeah, I would consider myself a powerhouse, but I haven't proved it enough yet, and that's what I'm here to do this year. Winning this money would mean everything, honestly. I would definitely invest in, maybe buy a house, I don't know. I'd definitely spoil myself, get some good food. You know, I lost a lot of sleep playing this game, so maybe sleep with the money, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Good luck to all the players this weekend. Saturday, Sunday's going to be a good time. I'm here to win. I know you guys are there to win, but it's only one winner, so we'll figure it out. Let's rock.
Hello, 2K TV. I'm Sean Pebbles, voice of the Cleveland Cavaliers. In this special edition of Top Plays, we'll be spotlighting your State Farm Top Assists of the Month. I'm ready. Let's go. In the rec with Choice John, who's going to intercept the ball, stand still, and throw a full court bounce pass on the button. Yeah, you saw that right. Through 4 players. Premier playmaking skill. Over to Amar Chef, who's cooking up an unusual dish. Served left-handed with their back to the basket. What else can you call this one but well done? Choice C is Golden Water YT, who finds a play few people could make, bouncing the long pass across the width of the court to the green 3. Your boy HD10 is our final entry, hitting a corner tray to bring the team within 2. Their teammate steals the ball, and after the timeout, assists the game-winning 3. They scored 6 points in 6 seconds to win the game. Vote now for the first winner of Season 5. Remember, you can get your best plays featured on 2K TV. Share them on social media using the hashtag 2KTVWow. Until your next Cavs game in NBA 2K22, I'll be working on some spring cleaning. But I'm not giving up any old Cavs jerseys. They're collector's items, you know? See you next time.
In case you missed all the action of the My Team Unlimited tournaments, don't worry, you'll get our take in next week's episode.
We'll have interviews, insight, and so much more going live right here on Friday, March 11th at 4 p.m.
Until then, enjoy Season 5.
See ya.
Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
And singing of Canada, the way it should be sung. Linda Wynn doing the honors tonight. It's a big night ahead, folks, and stay tuned.
I need the energy all the way up. Come from the bottom, now I'm blowing up. I need the energy all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. I need the energy all the way up. Come from the bottom, now I'm blowing up.
Look at that. That is spectacular. That's amazing.
I need the energy all the way up.
Oh, goodness. Whoa. No, he didn't. Gentlemen, that's gorgeous.
It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Good evening to you, Kevin. Donovan Mitchell is precocious beyond his years. He says, I lead a lot using my voice. It's natural for me. And Coach Quinn Snyder said, the way Donovan carries himself is infectious. There's an innocence to the way he plays. He's not showboating, he's just smiling. He loves to compete. Guys?
I love his personality. That was a great story, Dave. Thank you. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for Pascal Siakam.
And it's striking how much his three-point shooting has improved this month. His long-range percentage is coming up, and it's going to give them a lift as a team. You can never have enough reliable threats from beyond the arc.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, we've got Dennis Schroeder. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Mitchell in at the shooting guard. And for the Raptors, Van Vliet and Anunoby are your wingmen. Siakam is out there with Whiteside, and it's Flynn in at the point guard position. And Greg, at this point in the year, if your system overall doesn't seem to be working, how much can you really change before the offseason?
Well, usually a system change would come with a coaching change, but sometimes it's not the system. And sometimes you just need a different voice. And keep in mind, you also have to evaluate that roster and find out if the players on that roster are a good match for the system.
Now, here's Bogdanovich following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. Just 4 to shoot. There's the triple. Bogdanovich, no luck. And Whiteside's got the ball here for the Raptors. Last time they met was in Salt Lake City, Utah, where they fell to the Jazz.
Well, they couldn't buy a bucket at times, and that's frustrating. That game was not their friend.
I thought the striking thing was how little offense they generated. It doesn't matter how stout your defense is when you play that poorly on the offensive end.
And so it's the Raptors getting on the board first. And it's Mitchell missing. Now, here's Siakam. 23 points for him the last game against Milwaukee.
And don't forget about the 2 blocks. He really changed the game for his team on the defensive side.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
So for the Jazz, their last game, a loss to Denver.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Schroeder with a screen on Anunoby. Down low and stolen by Whiteside. Latrey. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
All right, looking coming on the court. Come on and get out for your Northside crew.
For Utah, they've gone 0-4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Gobert with a screen on Flynn. Here's Schroeder. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Toronto, they've gone 4-4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Siakam. The D by Bogdanovich.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Mitchell kicks it over to Schroeder. Clarkson with the screen for Schroeder. Now the feed to Bogdanovich. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Mitchell. The shot will not fall. And Toronto will go the other way with it. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
How about the shooting percentage, though? In the low 30s. That tells you all you need to know.
I think indicative of some breakdowns in their offensive execution. You don't create any open looks, and they couldn't make the ones they were taking.
And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for Utah. Still without a basket in the game. Gobert with a screen on Anunoby. Mitchell in the corner. With the drive, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
Well, Donovan Mitchell off the bounce, able to put pressure on that dribble drive. That is a nice-looking move.
And one thing you hear again and again about Mitchell, his leadership, especially for a young player, is striking.
Well, coaches and teammates all agree. He's a natural-born leader. Comfortable using his voice, but at the same time, it's all about the team with Donovan.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Malachi Flynn. That's his first foul. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter.
And you can see they're struggling from the field.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Toronto called for the foul. The Jazz shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
That free throw missing.
Rudy Gobert is known as the stifled tower, and why not? He has always been such a strong anchor for his team on the defensive end of the floor.
And he's good on the second. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Van Vliet against Mitchell. Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Here he goes. It's blocked.
Did you guys just see that? Listen, Bogdanovich can guard, but shot blocking? Wow.
Siakam against Clarkson. Gobert with a screen for Clarkson. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Wow, big-time move by Jordan Clarkson. The defense forced to adjust. That's an incredible drive.
Flynn the pass to Anunoby. Siakam with it. He's got 11. Just 5 on the clock. Gobert pulls it in. Jazz trail by 9. Now Clarkson passes it to Schroeder. The Jazz working the ball around now. Gobert with a screen on Flynn. Clarkson outside. Schroeder outside. Gobert with a screen for Schroeder. Second chance shot. Basket good.
Well, a little bit of a comfort zone for Dennis Schroeder. He just needs just a touch of separation, and he's ready to fire.
Over to the wing. Siakam inside. He is covered by Bogdanovich. Low block shot on the way. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Jazz trail by 7. Mitchell outside. The dish to Bogdanovich. Into the lane. Can't hit that one. Raptors leading by 7. Loads it up there for Siakam. Schroeder with the ball. Now guarded by Siakam. The pass to Bogdanovich. For 3, Mitchell. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Whiteside's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
Flynn the pass to Whiteside. To stop the drought. Pass to Van Vliet. It's stolen by Gobert. Pass to Clarkson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Clarkson's got his second bucket tonight.
How about Jordan Clarkson? The ability at his position to absorb contact and finish the play.
Who wants a t-shirt? All right, look who's coming on board. Come on and get out for your Northside Crew. your north side crew.
Toronto will go for a different look here. Chris Boucher's checked in for Whiteside. David Mwaba comes in for OG Anunoby. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Fred VanVleet. And it's Mitchell in for Flynn. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Derek Favors checked in for Gobert. Kaminsky comes in for Bogdanovich. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Clarkson. Moody's subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Now, here's Mitchell. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. To end the drought. And the shot is long. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Utah. Trailing by 5. Pass to Moody. Here's Kaminsky. Hits the target from 18 feet.
And usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Mitchell against Mitchell. And here is Siakam. He's got 11, and it's good for 2. Siakam's got 13.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
And that one's good, Mitchell.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Boucher with a screen on Favors. The drive by Siakam. And the rejection by Favors. O'Neal from long range. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. O'Neal's got it all tied up now for the Jazz. Here is Forbes. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And it's Mitchell missing. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Offensive rebound. Favors. And Boucher sends it back. Nwaba with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. Siakam against Mitchell. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
That's his first.
And a guy who routinely outworks people. This team feeds off his energy.
Well, Pascal Siakam is a guy described by his coach as a speed player. We know the pressure he puts on teams in transition. He's willing to mix it up physically and sacrifice his body in the post, and this guy will leave it all out on the floor. What a ceiling for Pascal Siakam.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. All that he gives them on offense, Siakam's ability, Greg, to switch defensively is key for this team.
And he can legitimately stay in front of guards on the perimeter. I mean, this guy contests shots without fouling. You love the combination of focus and strong fundamentals.
Siakam hits them both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
There's a measure of composure with Donovan Mitchell, just so calm and focused, understanding how to manipulate the pick and roll.
Here's Siakam. And the rejection by Favors.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And Derek Favors with the slam.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Jazz.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
There's something else they've done right from the get-go tonight is run. So much of their offense coming on the fast break.
And that one falls for Favors.
Well, for an old-school big man to make a living in today's game, you've got to be a great rebounder and defender. Thankfully for Derek Favors, he is both.
Well, over a decade in the league, and in that time, it's a game that has changed a ton. But this guy brings plenty of value to the table because he's so sound.
O'Neal from long range. Waba with the rebound. Raptors trail by 4. Here's Forbes, and the rejection by Favors.
I think you want to see more of this from Derek Favors. You'd love to see him be aggressive and try to send shots back.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
All right, fans, get on your feet and make some noise for teaser time. Ladies and gentlemen, your North Side Crew. Look who's coming on the court. Come on and get loud for your Northside Crew.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Mitchell. Averaging about 7 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And right now for him, it's about gaining experience and continuing to develop his game.
This is a man's game, and you've got to earn your minutes in this league. This guy, his time will come eventually.
Forbes the pass to Siakam. On the wing, Mitchell. Boucher sets a screen for Mitchell. That shot missing. Good D by Mitchell. There's 1:54 left here in the first quarter. Here's Kaminsky. The Jazz again can't hit it. Raptors trail by 4. Mitchell kicks to Siakam. There's the drive and the rejection by Favors. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. And Utah making a change here as Azubuike's checked in. Here's Mitchell. And no good. Now the Jazz take it the other way.
Credit the defense right there. They have not allowed this guy to get going at all in this period.
Back to Mitchell. The pass to Azubuike. Now here's Mitchell. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Nuggets in Denver. And finished off by Kaminsky.
And this is why guys love playing with Donovan Mitchell. Can he score it? Yes. But he loves to set his teammates up.
Siakam outside. Driving to the basket.
And they call him Spider because of that long wingspan. 6'10" at present, but standing 6'1". Mitchell needs that to compete defensively at that shooting guard position.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
quickly. Shooting 2.
We throw good. Siakam.
Boy, the evolution of Pascal Siakam has been such a pleasure to watch. The work ethic is commendable, and he's learning how to be a leader, guys.
Siakam hits them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Mitchell passes to Kaminsky. The Jazz working the ball around now. Kaminsky is screen on Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
You can see the kind of confidence Donovan Mitchell has in that handle. His ability to navigate off the dribble drive. Nice.
Now, here's Siakam. That one's not going to go.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. O'Neal is screen on Mitchell. The drive by Mitchell. Rebound by the Raptors.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
And here is Moody. And Boucher sends it back.
Donovan Mitchell.
And so it's Utah holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Well, Donovan Mitchell may get the spot, but he understands that he rises and falls with his team.
At the end of the day, I'm here to play basketball and be the best teammate and best player that I can be. I'm not trying to make this about me. This is team basketball. Like, at the end of the day, we're doing good things, and we just got to keep it up.
Mitchell is well-liked, has a humility about him, Greg, despite his all-star status.
Hasn't let the endorsements or signature shoe deal go to his head. This guy sees the bigger picture.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
And so in the game for the Jazz, Gobert is out there with Frank Kaminsky. Then there's Moody. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Clarkson in at the small forward.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Van Vliet kicks to Anunoby. Gobert against Flynn. Gobert with the block.
This guy is absolute menace and force on the defensive end. Rudy Gobert says, no, sir.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Shot clock at 3. For 3, Van Vliet. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Kaminsky is screen on Flynn. Here's Schroeder. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 8 rebounds in this game. Outside Flynn. Pass to Anunoby. Takes the 3. Here's Whiteside. Banked in off the glass. Whiteside's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert may get overlooked, but his coach understands what he means to the Utah Jazz. Quinn Snyder says his presence on the floor gives us a chance. He's our most important player as far as how he anchors our team. He's the foundation. And Kevin, the way they win games, that's saying something.
He is a Defensive Player of the Year multiple times. Phenomenal player. Thanks, D.A. Now, here's Clarkson. Following the miss by Fred VanVleet. Stolen. Here's Mwaba. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Schroeder dishes to Clarkson. Kaminsky kicks to Clarkson. Pass to Moody. Gobert with a screen on VanVleet. Shot clock at 5. Moody the pass to Gobert. And Utah turns it over again. There might be more talent at the point guard position now, Greg, than there's ever been in the NBA. But who do you think sits at the top of that list?
I mean, Kevin, there's so many incredible talents. And not that I'm dodging it, but honestly, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It depends on what kind of tickles your fancy in terms of the point guard. If it's the ability to shoot and play without it, Steph's at the top of your league list. But then you get a guy like Chris Paul, who I think is as good as anybody's ever been in the pick and roll. So they're just different ways to approach this thing. And, of course, now I've forgotten 4 or 5 guys that I should have added into this conversation.
Now here's Flynn after the miss from Dennis Schroeder. Flynn kicks to Nwaba. Passes to Whiteside. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Raptors.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've gotten off turnovers.
That one misses for Whiteside.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovic showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev?
Here's Flynn after Jordan Clarkson's bucket. Flynn with it. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Fires for 3. Bogdanovic grabs the miss. And so it's Bogdanovic who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. That will be the 4th of the string of 5 played on the road. Now Schroeder. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Nuggets in Denver. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk. Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
The Raptors making a switch here. Boucher is checked in. Toronto trailing. Now off the inbound. VanVleet can't get it to go.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. But boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Clarkson finds Schroeder. No good on the shot.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
VanVleet against Clarkson. VanVleet can't get it to go. Now the pass to Schroeder. Now Favors. Covered by VanVleet. A fadeaway. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Outside Flynn. Pass to Boucher. And here's VanVleet from the arc. And he's good on the 3 ball. Van Vliet's got 6.
Van Vliet has proven more than capable as a legitimate three-point threat. Knocks down the jump shot there.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Malachi Flynn. That'll be his second foul of the game. Mitchell, he's checked in for Flynn. O'Neal's checked in for Utah. Here's Schroeder. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Shoots over Anunoby. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Jazz lead by 1.
Well, that's the size of Derek Favors, allowing him to snag these boards. This guy, you've got to keep him off the offensive glass.
Here's Mitchell driving in. It's rebounded by Derek Favors. Favors has got his 8th rebound here tonight. O'Neal dishes to Schroeder. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Boucher. Siakam is checked in for Toronto. And Utah also making a switch. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. For 3, Mitchell. Boucher with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And a wide open look for Siakam. No good on the 3. Utah leading. Here's O'Neal. Pass to Mitchell. O'Neal, a screen on Mitchell. Siakam against Mitchell. There's O'Neal with the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. O'Neal's got 6 points.
They continue to be outworked and outmuscled on the backboard.
Boucher with a screen on Mitchell. Mitchell with it. Favors picks him up. Stolen by Mitchell. Pushing it up. Anunoby sends it back.
OG Anunoby is fast off his feet. 7'2" wingspan. Says twice on the pipes.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And with that, the Jazz lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Boucher.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Gobert with a screen on Mitchell. Mitchell and Utah again with the bucket.
Donovan Mitchell is more than capable of carrying an offense for stretches. Right now, the defense has nothing for him.
For 3, Siakam bangs home the trifecta. Siakam's got 20 points.
I mean, this guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Passes it to O'Neal. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Over Boucher. And it's Mitchell missing. Raptors trail by 3. To the inside. It's stolen by Gobert. Mitchell against Mitchell. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Gobert down low. Covered by Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Gobert. Unable to get that one. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Van Vliet against Mitchell. Now here's Van Vliet. Not a lot of room.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
Favors can't get it to go.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to see.
Siakam. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. To the middle, here's Mitchell. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Mitchell's got 15 points.
Boy, high percentage shot there by Donovan Mitchell. Gets close enough to the rim, uses the touch he has. That's pretty.
Section gets 3 t-shirts. Let's see who's the loudest. All right, Look who's coming on the court. Come on and get loud for your Northside crew. Look who's coming on the court. Come on and get loud for your Northside crew.
The Raptors making a switch here. Forbes checked in, and Utah with a change here too. Moody's checked in. Raptors trail by 5. And the pass to Boucher. Here's Mitchell. And he drives in. No one near Boucher as he lets it go. And the Raptors miss again.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
And it's Mitchell missing. The Raptors shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here. On the wing, Mitchell. Guarded by O'Neal. Boucher sets a screen for Mitchell. Well, we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up. Let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You gotta love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
And you look at Anunoby. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more. And as we get closer to the three-point contest, once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. As Azubuike's checked in, and it's Kaminsky in for Derek Favors.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Utah leading by 4. Mitchell outside. Pass to Moody. And here's Azubuike. Pass to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Top of the key. Passes it to Moody. There's a good screen. And that one's off. He misses his first shot of the game. To the left wing. Anunoby has the open look. It's good from long range. Anunoby's got his first 3 points of the game.
Don't give OG Anunoby too much space, boy. He will rise and fire in the catch-and-shoot game.
Now, here's Mitchell. Kaminsky is screen on Mitchell. The drive by Mitchell. Here's the pass to Moody. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Screen by O'Neal. Stripped away. Drives to the hoop. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, give it to him at the rim, OG Anunoby. That's power, athleticism, beautifully done.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Toronto ahead as they dominate the last minutes of the quarter on an 8-0 run. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Nick Nurse. Coach, the efficiency wasn't there in the first half. What adjustments do you need to make?
I thought we got pretty good shots, and if we're not going to score, it makes getting our defense set up difficult. So you got to keep shooting them. Hopefully start making some of them.
You can't score until you shoot, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And with All-Star Weekend approaching quickly, here's an update on how the dunk contest contenders are shaping up.
Well, if you look on social media, Ernie, you already see the debate over who should be included in the dunk contest, including some guys who haven't been there before.
Yeah, because watching someone dunk in a real game doesn't tell what they're going to do in a competition. So it's hard to know which new guys to bring in.
Okay, now the first half. Let's talk about Pascal Siakam. Spicy P has been cooking it up thus far.
The way he's scoring, they're going to need to put up new nets. Aggressive, relentless. I don't know if he can maintain this level of energy, but he's looking really good right now.
And time for us to sign off here at the studio.
We don't sign off, Ernie. We're still going to be here watching and analyzing the action.
Yeah, right. I'm going to be here watching while you're kicking back. And stop stealing my notes, Kenny.
What notes?
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but, boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
The forwards are Anunoby and Siakam. Then there's Whiteside. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Flynn in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Utah Jazz last season was elite at both ends of the floor. Sixth Man of the Year winner Jordan Clarkson says 3 things we've been doing well are playing fast, sharing the basketball, and defense. We're playing a fun style of basketball and just keep racking up the wins. Guys?
They are fun to watch and a handful. D.A. thanks. Now, here's Anunoby. Jordan Clarkson missing his last shot. To the paint, here's Mitchell. Another shot, and it's good on the layup. Mitchell's got 19 points.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
VanVleet against Mitchell. Whiteside tried to break free. Schroeder finds Mitchell. Going inside. That one goes in. And it's a 5-point Jazz lead.
My goodness, how do you guard against that? Mitchell tremendous at just getting through the contact.
Here's Siakam. The shot's good on the assist by Flynn. 25 points for Siakam.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
VanVleet against Schroeder. And it's blocked by Whiteside. They get it back. Good on the shot.
How about the perseverance offensively? I mean, following up the missed shot, and that results in second and third opportunities.
Now here's VanVleet. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his second.
It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
Well, Fred VanVleet is such a crafty basketball player. At that size, you'd have to be. Nice job drawing the contact there.
And Doris, though he's getting the press for his scoring, and he's been prolific, Van Vliet's defense is equally as impressive.
My goodness, great instincts. Rarely fooled. You can't trick him. Quick feet, strength in the post. You see guys try to take advantage of his lack of size. He won't have it.
Free throw good, Van Vliet. And along with production, this team really thrives on Van Vliet's leadership.
He sets a great example with his toughness, his dedication, and his teammates believe in him and believe they're going to win, partly because of him.
And so Van Vliet nails both of them.
What's remarkable here is Fred Van Vliet has evolved into such an excellent floor general. This guy has done a tremendous job becoming a legitimate threat as a shooter, a legitimate threat as a passer, and we know unequivocally he is unafraid on the game's biggest stage.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's got 6, 4 on the shot clock. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Van Vliet up top. He's guarded by Schroeder. Siakam outside. Whiteside inside. He's covered by Clarkson. Whiteside, good.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Mitchell against Flynn. They get it back. Gobert the pass to Schroeder. Gobert with a screen for Clarkson. Over Whiteside. Toronto grabs the miss. Van Vliet outside. Driving inside. Shoots over Schroeder. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Dennis Schroeder.
And now another look at that mobile one block defensive performance.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
It'll be a jump ball.
And he stays with it. Schroeder against Flynn. Pass to Whiteside. Back to Flynn. Whiteside sets the pick for Flynn. Teardrop shot. That one misses. And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Flynn against Gobert. Gobert with a screen for Mitchell. 5 to shoot over Flynn. And Gobert kicks to Clarkson. Gobert trying to get open. And that's good. Jordan Clarkson for 3. Clarkson's got 9 points.
Yeah, second chance points again. A huge problem for this team.
Flynn the pass to Whiteside. Flynn against Schroeder from downtown. A nice shot by Flynn. He's got 5.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Mitchell passes to Clarkson. A 3 from Bogdanovich. The shot, no good. The Raptors have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Anunoby kicks to Flynn. Pass to Whiteside. For the lead. And easy 2 points on the layup. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 11 rebounds. Passes to Bogdanovich. And here's Schroeder. Gobert with a screen on Van Vliet. Schroeder against Whiteside. Schroeder passes to Gobert. Clarkson for 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Loads it up there for Siakam. Gobert with the block. Van Vliet against Mitchell. And there's the pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Mitchell. And good that time. Mitchell's got 6 points in the quarter. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Utah.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few. as well.
Yeah, and I think something they've also worked hard at tonight is crashing the boards. The second chance points have been coming in bunches.
Look who's coming on board. Come on and get loud for your Northside crew. Ladies and gentlemen, your North Side Crew.
A new group in now for the Raptors. Chris Boucher's checked in for Whiteside. David Mwaba comes in for OG Anunoby. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Fred VanVleet. And it's Mitchell in for Flynn. Then for the Jazz, Kaminsky, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. O'Neal comes in for Jordan Clarkson. Moody subbed in for Mitchell. Mitchell against Schroeder. Mitchell outside. Great D that time from Dennis Schroeder. Utah's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Moody the pass to Schroeder. Over Mitchell. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Schroeder's got 4 points in the quarter.
You love the no hesitation from Dennis Schroeder. Just catch fire and let it go.
Schroeder against Mitchell. He kicks to Forbes. And again, Toronto no up. Utah leading by 3. Inside. Pass to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. Pass to Moody. 4 on the clock. Takes it inside. Kaminsky. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
It's his first trip to the line.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Kaminsky. The Jazz making a switch here. As Azubuike's checked in. He's off on the second. Raptors trail by 4. Here's Mwaba. That one a little long.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder should he have moved it just 1 pass more.
This is it to Kaminsky. Schroeder with the ball. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Boucher's got 5 rebounds tonight. Siakam kicks to Forbes. Boucher the screen. Forbes can't get it to go.
Well, it's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
pass to Schroeder. He's looking for Kaminsky and finds him. Takes it off the glass. Kaminsky's got 9 points.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Here's Siakam, and it's blocked. Schroeder with the ball. 6 points for him. He dishes it to Azubuike. O'Neal a screen on Mitchell. He takes it in, and the slam by Moody.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now, here's Mitchell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
Boy, they can't cut into this lead with him going stone cold and only so much time to turn it around.
Here's Kaminsky. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Siakam deciding where to go with it. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Siakam's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Siakam pushing right through the contact. Go ahead, young sir.
Here's Schroeder. Forbes with the rebound.
I'll tell you, his shot is just lost right now. There's just no consistency. Amazing that they're still up in this basketball game.
Puts it up. Siakam misses.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And if you need help spacing the floor, Moody's your guy. He's a nightmare to defend.
An elite three-point shooter, you have to go out and guard him. But if you close out too hard, he can put the ball on the floor and take advantage of the driving lane. So pick your poison.
A nice shot by Moody.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Mitchell, and there's the drive. Boucher kicks to Nwaba. No good from outside.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
And that one, good. O'Neal's got the lead up to 10 now for the Jazz.
We are talking about a very solid passer at his position. Schroeder identifying an open teammate.
And here's Forbes from the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. Forbes has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Azubuike. And 1:01 left to play in the third. Kaminsky is screen on Mitchell. Looking to get back on track here. Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Mitchell against Schroeder. Fader on the way. Rebounded by Kaminsky. And Schroeder's got the ball here for Utah. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Azubuike. Mitchell against Schroeder. Kaminsky is screen on Mitchell. Here's Schroeder. No good on that one. Good D by Siakam. Raptors trail by 7. Here's Nwaba. Misses the 3. Now Schroeder. Pass to O'Neal. Here's Kaminsky. Covered by Mitchell. Turn around Jay. It's not going to go for him. And so it's Utah bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Come on, fans.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Utah leading by 7. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So on the floor for Utah, the wing pair for them, Clarkson and Bogdanovich. Kaminsky out there with Favors, and it's Mitchell in at the 5. Toronto's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Van Vliet with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Right side, good.
Well, we know that Fred Van Vliet can be relied upon to find the open man. This guy's so consistently good at it.
Mitchell outside. Favors sets the pick for Clarkson. Utah gets it back. Second shot opportunity. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Kaminsky with the screen. Bogdanovich, no luck.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Waba passes to Flynn. Now Whiteside. Over Bogdanovich. The second effort. And the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut down to just 3 in the basket from Whiteside.
And you can just see by the way he fought for the putback that he's still got a lot of gas in the tank.
And doing that kind of dirty work down low makes a huge difference in a game this close. What a play on the offensive glass.
Van Vliet looking around. Poke loose. Whiteside, a screen on Mitchell. For 3, Van Vliet. Rebound, Utah. Favors got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
Now here's Favors. Back to Mitchell. Kaminsky sets the pick for Clarkson. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. The Jazz with another miss. Raptors trail by 3. Van Vliet on the wing. He's covered by Clarkson.
Well, strength and savvy make Fred Van Vliet a tough guy to deal with inside. Gets the contact.
At the line for your Raptors, Fred Van Vliet. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. Both good from the line that time.
He's forcing the action now, finally getting to the charity stripe after no freebies in the first half.
Utah calls timeout.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
All right, look who's coming on the court. Come on and get loud for your Northside crew. Ladies and gentlemen, your North Side Crew.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. To the middle, and stolen by Whiteside. Here's Anunoby, hands it from downtown. And the Raptors lead by 2.
Boy, just tremendous concentration on deep range. OG Anunoby is really coming along as a shooter.
Mitchell against Flynn. Clarkson for 3. The Jazz with another miss.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
Here's Van Vliet. Count it. Van Vliet's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Van Vliet against Clarkson. Mitchell kicks to Gobert. Back to Mitchell. Shot to stop the run, and it's good on the way in. 25 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
Flynn the pass to Whiteside. Flynn against Mitchell. 5 on the clock. From deep. No good. Shot missing. And it's Utah the other way. And there's the pass to Clarkson. The offensive rebound. Here's Favors. It's good. Favors has got the game tied up here for the Jazz.
Boy, Favors has been efficient in the paint throughout his career. This guy is so crafty at getting excellent position.
Pass to Whiteside. Back to Flynn. Whiteside, a screen on Mitchell. Flynn misses. It's Gobert with the ball for the Jazz. Here's Clarkson. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Favors sets the pick for Mitchell. Lets it go from 11. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Anunoby's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Clarkson against Van Vliet. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
His second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Raptors, Fred Van Vliet, taking 2 shots.
Throw good, Van Vliet. And so Van Vliet nails both of them.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Flynn against Mitchell. Driving the lane. Gobert dishes to Favors. Favors sets the pick for Bogdanovich. A miss that time would have put him up. And it's the Raptors ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Anunoby is screwed on Gobert. Van Vliet with it. Now defended by Gobert. Anunoby, good.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Malachi Flynn. It's his 3rd foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Siakam is checked in for David Nwaba. And a switcher also for Utah. Schroeder's checked in. Clarkson surveying the floor. Gobert with a screen for Clarkson. Shoots over Van Vliet. The Jazz with another miss.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Here's Siakam. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
And they made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
They've also jumped at every chance to attack the basket tonight. Just terrific penetration.
Pascal Siakam. 2 shots.
Throw good, Siakam. Siakam hits them both. Jazz trail by 7. Here's Mitchell. Shoots over Flynn. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
I'll tell you, it's been a struggle for him in this period, and they're struggling as a result.
Siakam passes to Flynn. And the rejection by Favors. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Favors. Over Flynn. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Favors.
Well, Derek Favors has developed terrific form, and it's nice to see him continue to develop this mid-range.
Now here's Van Vliet. Right side, a screen on Mitchell. Here's Van Vliet. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Block it 2 on Nobi. And the Raptors miss again. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Utah Jazz. Lets it go with a 3. Good on the three-point shot. Now just a 2-point Raptor lead.
Well, consistency and efficiency is where we've seen the greatest improvement from Donovan Mitchell. How comfortable is he off the bounce?
Now, here's Siakam. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Derek Favors.
Yeah, the defender all over.
At the line for your Raptors, Pascal Siakam. At the line for 2.
Throw good, Siakam. Mitchell, he's checked in for the Raptors. Siakam hits them both. Jazz trail by 4. Mitchell passes to Gobert. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Sunday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Phoenix Suns.
And you know, for that Pistons game, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
A free throw drops for Gobert. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Here's Van Vliet. That one, no good. Good D by Mitchell. And the layup falls. Mitchell's got 30 points.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
His fourth giveaway tonight, just another loss of concentration. I don't know what's going on with him.
Utah trailing here. Now, here's Clarkson. Passes it to Schroeder to take the lead. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Anunoby's got 5 rebounds tonight. The drive by Mitchell.
Wow, twice on the pipes from Dennis Schroeder. Woohoo!
Toronto with the ball. The pass to Anunoby. Back to Van Vliet. Mitchell outside. 5 to shoot. Right side finds Van Vliet from deep three-point range.
The wheels have completely come off for him here in the second half.
Clarkson passes to Schroeder. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. 8 points for Dennis Schroeder.
Well, this is what you must do when you get hit on a field goal attempt, right? Schroeder keeps his concentration. What maturity he's demonstrated these last couple of years.
Siakam's shot is off. And it's Utah's ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Favors with a screen on Van Vliet. A drive by Schroeder. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And this is Schroeder's game, right? Get off the dribble drive with a quick first step. Nice.
Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise. All right. Look who's coming on the court. Come on and get loud for your Northside crew. Ladies and gentlemen, your North Side Crew.
Bogdanovich is checked in for Rudy Gobert. Raptors trail by 3. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. And Vliet on the wing. With some arc to end the run. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his third.
They get Derek Favors.
15 foul. At the line for Toronto, Fred Van Vliet, taking 2 shots.
Two.
The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line.
You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
And the Jazz call time here.
Hey fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Time to make some noise. All right, look who's coming on the court. Come on and get loud for your Northside crew. Ladies and gentlemen, your North Side Crew.
Mitchell against Van Vliet. Favors with a screen on Van Vliet. Favors can't get it to go. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Raptors. Van Vliet with the bounce pass. Mitchell outside. From outside the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Mitchell's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Mitchell against Van Vliet. Now, here's Mitchell. He's guarded closer. Mitchell outside. Van Vliet sets the pick for Mitchell. Driving in. Rebounded by the Jazz. Mitchell outside. Offensive rebound. And Favors kicks it over to Schroeder. Favors with a screen on Siakam. Bogdanovich passes to Favors. And Whiteside sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. The Jazz making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. There's a minute left in the fourth quarter.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Now, here's Siakam. Three-pointer. That one, no good. The Jazz go the other way with it. To the inside. Schroeder. Good!
Well, you have to take advantage of the chippies when you get them. Nice job by Dennis Schroeder in close.
Siakam against Bogdanovich. Lets it go from deep. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And that's an intentional foul.
Hassan Whiteside. That's his second personal foul. Third team foul.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. And so they foul intentionally.
That's his first personal foul. Fourth team foul. Shooting for Utah, Donovan Mitchell at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
I don't think anyone could have predicted, based off the numbers he put up in college, that Donovan Mitchell would be an elite NBA scorer. But he's a 3-level guy and not afraid in the big moments.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 4-point ballgame.
He knew what was riding on those foul shots and didn't mess around, making this a 2-possession game.
The loudest and craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's see it, fans. All right. Looking to the court. Come on and get loud for your Northside crew.
.24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Anunoby kicks to Van Vliet. Here's Whiteside. The shot, no good. Gobert with the defensive effort. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Shooting for Utah, Jordan Clarkson, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5.
The one thing with Clarkson, sometimes he can get a little out of control, and he does a tremendous job creating offense and putting himself in a position to attack.
Second one is good, and both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
Whiteside playing Siakam, and the Raptors miss again, and stolen by Whiteside. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. So we see the Jazz get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Rudy. Donovan Mitchell, huge, of course, tonight. How great is it to have him on your side?
It's great. It's great. He's a great teammate. He's a great player, and we're going to need him if we want to win a championship. So, it's a big part of what we do.
And he was big tonight, man. Congrats. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. As we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game, Donovan Mitchell.